Gabriella Venturo here with WOW Action Services. We are outside of the David and Margaret Youth and Family Services in LaVerne, California. Come with us as we speak with a couple key people involved in this event tonight.
Okay. Well, transitional age youth are typically youth who have aged out of the foster care system. So it used to be at age 18, you automatically had to leave the foster care system whether you had any place to go or not. That's been modified, and now under certain conditions they can stay until they're 21. But for a few that works, but some still have to leave. And so those transitional age youth are typically youth between 18 and 25 who've been in the foster care system, juvenile justice system, and are no longer in the system, but many of them still don't have much support. They don't have family support, don't have a place to live, and need a lot of help. And so we've been working with several initiatives in terms of finding ways to help them better be able to get on their feet. Imagine your own kids, if you have kids at 18, 19, 20, could they be on their own totally without any parental support?
To my home. I just couldn't do that.
Why the group decided to host this mixer?
Well, we like to partner with the community. You know, we like the business community. We become partners with them in a lot of different ways. So it gives us a chance to meet more of the business community, see if they have any services that would benefit us, and see how we might be able to work with them. So it's just a nice way to get to know them.
Great. So going off of that, I understand you guys are under a little bit of construction, trying to make ways and new pathways for some of the girls here.
Yeah, we actually haven't started construction yet. We're hoping to start in December. It's an apartment building that is targeted for youth who exit the foster care system and really have no place to go. You know, so these are kids who really don't have any family support. They're on their own, and no one can make them.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
Even kids who grew up in supportive families have a hard time on their own. You know, so we want to build apartments targeted mostly for them to help them have a place to stay, learn how to become self-sufficient, get jobs, go to college, so that they can then move on and get their own place and contribute to society as opposed to taking it from society. And a big part of that, you know, not only the apartments, but one of the main things we want to do for these youth is to help them find jobs, you know, because they need to be able to earn their own way. And so we really have a strong initiative where we want to partner with the community, particularly businesses, local businesses, if we can, to see if there's a way we can maybe have one job in, you know, a local business, and we would, you know, teach the youth, we work with the youth, so it's not just totally on them to, you know, and hopefully they'd be a little bit understanding that sometimes they might have a little bit of problems, but we work with them. You know, maybe even provide some of the upfront funding for them to give them some training, and then hopefully eventually hire them. You know, and so we're trying to get a group together to come up with some different businesses that are willing to partner with us to help these youth find jobs, make a living, and be contributing members of society.
Definitely. Well, I want to appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed the time inside.
Thank you. Yes, appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. And WOW Action Services, back to you. President and CEO of the LaVerne Chamber of Commerce, Brian is encouraging his business owners to open up opportunities for these young women as they venture into adulthood, with little or no family support. Entry-level jobs, internships, training programs, mentoring relationships, all would be very much appreciated. Brian gave us the impression that he feels the LaVerne business community is willing and will be stepping up to aid the young women leaving the care of David and Margaret Youth and Family Services.
And they do a great job. They have tremendous staff here. And it's just a matter of time now of getting these kids into the real world and give them a path. They need a path for their future.
Definitely. How can people get involved?
In our agency, people can get involved in a number of ways. We have volunteer opportunities, we have mentoring opportunities. Any of those tidbits of information are available on our website at www.davidandmargaret.org. They can call my office at 909-596-5921, extension 3246, and we offer a myriad of opportunities.
I also want to mention you can find us on Facebook and join our friends and follow us. We love to communicate with community people, alumni, people who have opportunities for our youth. Check out our Facebook page.
Karen Zubiate-Beauchamp, a local attorney and staunch supporter of David and Margaret Youth and Family Services, has been quite concerned about domestic violence and the impact it has on women and girls. The T-shirt project gave the girls that were subject to domestic violence an opportunity to express their feelings in words and images. It was so amazing to me when I was looking at the T-shirts to just realize how mistreated these poor girls were. I mean, rape and all the bad mouth things that they have heard, and just from being at David and Margaret, they've really just became such stronger individuals.
And all we're asking you is, if you ever run into anybody else, if you run into anybody that wants to help children, we do volunteers, we do internships. Sometimes we need people just to help the kids going through the traumatic. We placed a 3 and a 5-year-old the other night that their family fell apart. Well, where are they going to live then if you don't have relatives or if you don't have a strong support system? So I'm just here to say thank you for being interested in David and Margaret. They have a lot of wonderful programs that they do for children in our community. It's not out there. We get kids from families in LaVerne. I bet you don't think that sometimes, right? We think it's kind of an insular, and we don't have that. Every place has challenges with families. So anyway, I just wanted to tell you thank you very much for letting me talk to you tonight. We're on the top floor in the old orphanage back there. So if you ever want to find out more information about how you can help, or if I'm going to hang around, if you have any questions, be happy to answer them. But thank you for being interested in David and Margaret.
Alrighty, Gabriella Venturo here with Wow Action Services, closing out the night. Now this was such a touching event, one of the most touching I have experienced while working with Wow Action Services. You just take for granted how easy it is to just wake up in the morning and say, hey, Mom, good morning, or I love you, or let's go shopping, or, I'm going to wake up and go to work today. A lot of these people that, live here or are involved here, they don't have that. You really do take for granted how lucky and blessed you are. So it's amazing that they're offering services for you to come out and volunteer and offer what you have to give to the less fortunate. Once again, I'm Gabriella Venturo with Wow Action Services.